Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this very warm, coppery, bronzy smoky eye. I feel like it's a twist on your everyday kind of smoky eye because those are a little bit more of your like neutral tone browns, but this is very, very warm and almost like orangey, which I'm obsessed with. It's perfect for the summertime. You can even wear this for fall. Well, you can wear it anytime that you want, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I feel like I look like I'm going to a Bears game right now in my orange and blue color scheme that I've got going on, but that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoy and let's get into it. The first shade I'm going to use is Chickadee from Makeup Geek. It is kind of like a very, very orange, a light orange kind of shade. Don't be intimidated by this shade. I just think it's really going to accent the other colors beautifully. So I'm just buffing this into the crease using my E40 brush from Sigma. Next, I'm going to take Morocco from Makeup Geek. It is a lot more orange and a lot deeper than the Chickadee shade, and with my E35 brush I'm going to work this all in the crease area from inner to outer corner, more precisely in the crease than we did the Chickadee shade. If you've watched my channel for a while, you already know this, but if you're new to my channel, I just thought that I'd mention this just so that I can be as helpful as possible. But anytime you are trying to do anything on the eyelid area, make sure your mirror is down below you and you're looking down into it, because it's going to be a lot easier to access that area. It really makes it more open and available to you. If you go straight in with the mirror right in front of your face, it's going to be very, very complicated to even access that, and that's when things don't blend as well or don't look as seamless and stuff like that. Also, when we're creating any kind of smoky eye, you pretty much almost always want to start from the back to front or base forwards. I don't really know how I'm saying that, but or I don't really know if what I'm saying makes sense, but you always want to start with like the background shades first and then work towards your deeper and more focused shades, because it will look the most blended and the most seamless, and it'll just look the best that way in my opinion. So that's why we're starting with these light colors first and then building up to the deeper ones later. Now I want to deepen this up and also kind of stray away from all the orangey shades, because if I keep going with super orange shades, then this is going to be like a complete orange look, which is fine, but it's just not what I'm going for today. So I'm going to take Cocoa Bear, which is still a very warm toned brown, but it is a brown and not an orange. This is also from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to put this even deeper in the crease with an E25 brush. Whenever you want your shadows to be more precise, you always want to use more precise and smaller brushes just to achieve that look. So now that we've applied that, I feel like a lot of people would just stop right here, and that's fine if that is the look that you're going for. But if you stop here and you can't figure out like why this won't blend out or look so blown out like you see in pictures and things like that, it's because we have this little bit of a harsh line here. Even though we did all of those base transition shades, it isn't completely blended. Now, if we went in with that same Cocoa Bear shadow on this E25 brush and tried to blend that out, it's gonna look way too dark up too high. So instead of going in with that brush to help blend it out or to continuously try to buff it, go back in with the E35 and take any of the lighter shades that we used. I'm just going to take a little bit of Morocco. You can use Chickadee too if you want. And I'm going to take it on that E35 and I'm going to go right on top of where that line is. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, like right here, it looks like a little dash. Go right on it, really far back on your brush with your hand, and just very, very lightly, I'm just buffing that out. Now, if you're too afraid to go in with this shade again, you can go in with the Chickadee shade, but I find that if you go too light over such a dark color, it's not really going to blend it out very well. So try this out if you ever find that when you're doing your smoky eyes, they look harsh like this, and you feel like you've blended the heck out of it. Try doing this. I find that when you go back in with your base transition shades just to help blend out the darker shades, it ends up looking the most seamless and blended that way. So yeah, for me, like, I just went in with that Morocco shade just to help blend that out, and now I feel like my Morocco shade is too harsh. So I'm gonna go in with E40 on the Chickadee shade to help blend out the Morocco shade. On the lid, I'm gonna take Flame Thrower from Makeup Geek, and on a 242 brush from MAC, I'm gonna pat this all over the entire lid area, and then I will be topping it off with something else, but this is going to give us a nice base. You could even wet the shadow with some Fix Plus on your brush, and it will make it even more metallic and pigmented and just amazing that way. I'm gonna take this pigment from MAC. I believe it's called Copper Sparkle. Mine is a sample. I've just never purchased this because I got the sample and I got enough still. So I'm gonna use that with the same 242 brush from MAC to pack this on the lid. And now this is kind of spur of the moment and also probably gonna be unnecessary, but I thought I'd try it out. This is the number 82 pigment from Inglot. And it's basically a copper pigment, but it's got like a reddish cranberry iridescence. I'm gonna pop this right in the center of the lid just to see what it looks like. You might not even be able to see it and it might ruin this, who knows. I don't think you can really see a difference, can you? I mean, I can see a difference because I'm a freak, but I guess you could just choose either pigment or use a pigment that you have at home that's similar, because those were very, very similar. I'm gonna use my nylon eyeshadow from MAC to highlight my brow bone. I'm using an E20 brush from Sigma to do this. I'm just gonna take some of these makeup wipes from NYX and just clean up the under eye area just so that it doesn't show through when I do my foundation and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna coat my lashes with my favorite mascara. Of course, this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then I'm gonna apply some very dramatic lashes. These are the Sophia Lash from Velour Lashes. Now that the lashes are on, I'm gonna move on to the face. I'm using this Hourglass Ambient Light Correcting Primer in Luminous Light to prime my face. For my foundation today, I'm gonna use the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation. I'm in the shade Ivory. It might be a little bit too light for me, but I've got hella bronzers here to fix that if it's too light. I'm gonna go in with my favorite concealer at the moment. This is the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced, and I'm gonna conceal. It might actually be a little darker than this foundation. Let's hope not, but I mean, I'll figure it out. Yeah, it's a little darker. Don't follow my example, this is bad. I'm just gonna extend this concealer so that hopefully it can kind of like cover up how light this foundation is. Oopsies. I'm gonna use the color Dark in this concealer just to cream contour my face. I've really been enjoying being a little bit more natural a little bit. I don't know. And I feel like even with dramatic looks, I feel like we can tend to do the same trends all the time, which is fine, but sometimes you just don't feel like contouring and sometimes you do. So today I do, and usually for tutorials I end up doing it because I feel like it just completes the look. But honestly, you don't need to cream, highlight, and contour. You don't need to contour and highlight at all if you don't want to, but I felt like doing it today. I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder with this brush from Vanity Planet. I'm gonna use this Beach Bunny bronzer from Too Faced just to bronze my face, even though I look 10 times more bronzed with that Born This Way concealer. I just want a little bit of sheen to my skin since I'm really matted out right now. So I'm gonna use this Real Techniques blush brush just to apply this bronzer. I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill and Becca face palette, and I'm gonna mix Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop together just to highlight my cheekbones. I'm using the Tapered Highlighter F35 brush from Sigma to do this step. For blush, I'm gonna take Amaretto from the face palette using this 168 brush from MAC. And I love bringing my blush like up here and also like on the nose. I don't know why, I just like to do that. I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference, but I just always do it. On the apple of the cheek, I'm gonna mix the Amaretto shade with this color, which is Rosé Spritz. Ah, you can't see me! Hello! Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna mix Amaretto with Rosé Spritz just on the very tip of my brush and just put it right there. We're back to the eye area now, and I'm gonna take Frappe eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. It is a warm toned light brown shade. Well, it's not really light brown, but it's lighter than what we've got going on here. And I'm gonna buff this out on the bottom lash line very much so. And I'm using the FX7 brush from Sigma to do this. And remember, when you're working on the lower lash line, if you want to access that area a lot easier, then bring your mirror above you. It's the complete opposite on the bottom lash line as it is on the top. I'm going to take that Cocoa Bear shade on this flat definer brush from Sigma, and very precisely I'm going to put this right on the lash line, way closer to the lashes than I did with the Frappe shade. In my waterline, I'm going to take the Perversion eyeliner from Urban Decay. Oh, just hit myself in the face. I really like this one, but even more I like the Ardency In one. They're very, very similar, but I feel like the Ardency In one is a little bit creamier, but I can never find that friggin' eyeliner, and then I find it on days when I don't need it. So I don't know. Use whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. Just put some black in your waterline. Or don't. Just do whatever you want. And then I'm going to take that flat to finer shade and just buff right where the liner meets the lashes so that you don't have like eyeliner, eyeshadow. It kind of just like melts into each other, you know? Know what I mean? And then I'm going to put 5,000 coats on the bottom lashes with my mascara, especially because these lashes on the top are just insane and I just want them to balance out so it's not like no lashes and then like thick ass lashes. I got some mascara on the like skin right underneath my lashes. It happens all the freaking time. I'm just gonna let that dry and then I'll go in and flake it out once it's completely dry and it will come right off. But moving on to the lips, you guys are probably gonna get really, really sick of this combo really fast because I am so addicted to it and I can't stop. It is like my dream nude lip combo ever. So I'm taking the Bitch Perfect lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury and then topping it off with the Pink Lady lip gloss from Buxom, and I'm just so obsessed. So obsessed. Last but not least, I am gonna set the entire face with the De-Slick Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray. I have been so obsessed with this lately. It has definitely become my favorite makeup setting spray ever, and it's just awesome. I've been getting a lot more oily lately, and this is just the best. Alright, so that completes everything for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed creating it. I'm definitely going to wear this throughout the summertime and into the fall because it's just right up my alley. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I quickly just want to mention that I did do a live stream last weekend on Facebook. So if you're not following me on Facebook or on Twitter, you might want to if you're interested in live streams and stuff like that, because I will be doing those more frequently. I will be doing them on Facebook and then also Periscope, which goes on Twitter. So yeah, I hope you guys are into that. If you're not, then don't watch it. But if you are, let me know down below and make sure you're following me on those platforms so you don't miss out on the fun. So thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys later. Bye.